Thanks, guys, for joining us. Yeah, to many of you joining us via Facebook, kindly remember to love and like, as well as many who are already joining us on via joining us via YouTube. I'm getting some messages where we like. I'm going to talk on technicality this afternoon. Now, folks, you really agree with me that if England is like Somalia, I won't be in this country. That's a statement of fact. Many Yoruba who are living in England, we would never have come to this country if England is like Somalia. If America is like Burundi or Lesotho, which is a country inside South Africa, many of us who are Yoruba in the United States of America who want a visa desperately to go to America, you wouldn't have considered living in such a country. And if Canada, Australia, Germany, France were to be like Afghanistan, it wouldn't be there. The majority of us who are Yoruba who would like to go to this country. The only fundamental reason why we would like to go to this developed society is because their country has been built by the people of these respective countries. So you cannot see foreigners coming to build someone else's country. It doesn't happen. Foreigners, immigrants, you call them, they come to other people's country to take advantage of what the indigenous people of that country has already done to build the country. So you will never see Hausa Fulani taking virtually all the control of our waterways, control of our port, the control of our military, of our police, of all the jobs, federal government jobs in Yorubaland, of all the revenue in Yorubaland. You will not see Hausa Fulani doing that if Yorubaland is like Igbo land, undeveloped space. You will never see Igbo trooping down to sell pure water in go-slows, to sell gala in go-slows across Yorubaland, to open street shop, to open spare part shop, to open computer shops, to sell ridiculous wares in Yorubaland, if Yorubaland is like Igbo land, if Yorubaland is like Somalia. The Yoruba people, we built our own nation ourselves. When we had regional government, As a matter of fact, regional government officially started in 1951. That was the day Awolowo was appointed as the Minister for Local Government and Finance. He was the Minister of Local Government, of all local government in Yorubaland, including Edo, including Urobo, including Isoko, including Ika, including Aniocha, including Ishekiri, including the whole of Delta State, including half of Bayelsa State, as we know it today. Awolowo was appointed the head of local government and Minister for Finance, because all these respective areas were all under Western region. At about the same time, Igbo were also in charge of their own space. We practiced regional government from 1951 up until 1966, around 14 years. Not a single industrial estate was built in Igbo land. Just one. If you want to trace the development of England, it started from the Industrial Revolution. If you want to trace the development of America, it started under the Industrial Revolution. You pick up any country, whether Russia, China, Japan, just any country that is developed today, it was based on Industrial Revolution. Not a single industrial estate. No, there's something that is even below industrial estate, industrial park. Not a single was built in Igbo land for 14 years that we operated regional governments. Igbo people, they have defined them as people who are uncivilized. Believe you me, they are uncivilized people. They are the only set of people that have read about that were eating themselves, eating human beings. That is their history. They might not want to tell you about it. Forget about what the Oni of Ife said. Forget about it. It is irrelevant now, because that is not true. You won't say because Oni of Ife is the head of state of Yorubaland that everything that he says is fact. No. What he said about Ajay and Igbo is ridiculous. It's not the truth. They are the only set of people that kill themselves and eat. So there's no known civilization that is associated with Igbo. There's no known civilization. So I want you to think long and hard about this. If America is like Somalia, will you be so desperate to want to live in such a beautiful society now that it is? If it is like Somalia, you will never want to go to America. But white people use their ingenuity, their brain power, and turns that land into what it is today. The English were under the Roman colonialism. They fought and freed themselves. The first thing they did was to conquer, I'll use the word, conquer the wave of the sea, because they are highland, surrounded by water. So they were able to build big ship upon which they used to colonize a number of people. Under regional government, Awolowo envisioned industrial estate. All the money being generated in Lagos today came about as a result of the cocoa money that we invested in building industrial estate across Lagos. This is why we are able to produce goods and services. This is why we are now able to generate revenue. But about the same time that Azikiwe was the premier of the Eastern region, he was just a criminal. Believe me, he was indicted. The English indicted him for embezzling money. The Yoruba gave him some money to go to London. He stole that money. When he was premier of Eastern region, he stole money. Those people who committed crime, he was putting them in government. There was this particular guy that took money from Igbo people to give them scholarship in America. The tuition was paid already, but he was taking money from them, and he did not even provide them money for accommodation and anything. He was convicted in Nigeria. His brother was also convicted. I forgot the name of that guy. Zik appointed him and cleaned him up. Igbo are always committing crime. So these are the kind of people that we have together in Nigeria. Because they suspended the regional government, they must pay severely for it. They must pay severely for it. They cannot live on their own. They cannot live on their own, and they cannot develop on their own. Chinese develop on their own before the world embraced them and started buying things from them. It is because of this that I want to talk about technicality. It is because of the action of the Igbo that I want to talk about this technicality. The problem we have in Nigeria today wouldn't have been there if the Igbo had not used the gun to kill other people, took over government, and destroy the political system that we all agree to. So now that you know why are people coming into Yorubaland, it is because you and I and the generation before us built Yorubaland. I live in England because it is well developed, because it meets my human needs. I can't live in Somalia. I can't go to Afghanistan. I cannot even live in Igbo land. There's nothing for me to do in Igbo land. But everyone wants to come into Yorubaland, both the Igbo and the Fulani. It is because we Yoruba, we have built our society. But we're making one fundamental mistake. Foreigners cannot come into your space and dictate the pace. If that happens, then your civilization will be on the way out. So that is what we have been seeing since the suspension of regional government in 1966. Igbo people come into Yorubaland unregulated. Majority of our generation have no clue that for a non-Yoruba to vote under regional government, such an individual must have lived in Yorubaland for 15 years. 15 years. Not only that, you cannot vote as a non-Yoruba in Yorubaland without presenting 12 years tax clearance. You can see this in the constitution of the Western Nigeria. So what do you have today? You have Igbo moving into our space and then being eligible to vote, because that was what the unitary system the Igbo brought about. Igbo introduced unitary system, not Fulani, because we keep missing it up. Fulani is simply taking advantage of the unitary system. Then Fulani have now overstepped that reality, and they must pay for their stupid action too. If you must change Nigeria, Igbo must be dealt a final blow, and it is only the Yoruba that will do that. Let me say something to you. Look at how spirituality works. Look at how God Almighty works. We three people agree to one thing: parliamentary system that is based on regional government. The Igbo used gun and suspended that system. They introduced another system. Fulani used gun, took over power, perpetrated that system. It is only the Yoruba nation that has never used gun. That is why our generation will kill. You will see. And I've repeated to you, those of you who are hyping Paul Kagame of Rwanda, he was leading those who were killing during this genocide. He killed a number of people. He's today the president. Those who participated in the American Civil War, they killed a lot of people and they ruled before they died. Go and read the history of IRA, Northern Ireland versus English. Those who participated, throwing bombs, killing people, they are still in power up to now in Northern Ireland. During the French Revolution, the leaders of the youth who call out for the assassination and killing of their own kings eventually became the leader of France. Go and look at it. That is how it's going to happen. The Igbo who participated in killing everyone and everybody in Nigeria in 1966 later took power. The Fulani who planned the counter coup later took power, and Fulani has been ruling since then. My generation that is calling for heart-right killing of Igbo and Fulani, you will see we're going to take power in Yorubaland. You will see. It has always been like that. Unfortunately, the Yoruba political leaders, the Yoruba traditional leaders, the Yoruba religious leaders, the Yoruba business leaders, and several Yoruba youth before now, they have always been afraid of death. If the English had been afraid to die, they would have allowed Hitler to overrun them. You and I will not be desperate to want to live in England today. If the Dutch, the Spanish, and the French in America had been afraid of death, English would have been ruling America today. But they confronted the English, defeated them, and took power. No English has been president of the United States. since the end of the American Civil War. Our generation will kill. There's no dispute about that. The entire world knows we will kill Igbo and Fulani in Yorubaland because they have killed our leaders before. They have killed our people before. And this is the time for us to do likewise because they've refused for 53 years that we'll go back to regional government. It's a simple thing. This is what we need to ask the horrible Yoruba who are calling Igbo industrious people. The stupid liberal Yoruba who are saying that the Igbo are industrious. Ask yourself one simple question. Why is it that they are unwilling to embrace a return to regional government that they destroy? If truly they are industrious. And industrious people build a prosperous society. That is what it means. In Nigeria, the only people that are industrious is Yoruba. Yeah, it's Yoruba people. We are the only one that are industrious. For 100 years that the English colonized us, they did not give us education. They did not give us television station. They did not give us Olympic stadium. They did not build farm settlement. There was no high-rise building. There was no good road network. There was practically nothing for 100 years. But under 9 years, one man, Awolowo, he provided everything. Free healthcare, free education. He ran a welfare society, the same that is applicable in England. Under 9 years. As about the time that the English were colonizing us, they were colonizing others as well. They colonized the Igbo, they colonized the Kanuri, they colonized the Hausa Fulani. Why is it that when we had regional government, the Igbo couldn't do anything in their own space? The Hausa Fulani couldn't do anything in their own space. Why was it that only Yoruba was able to do that? So when the Igbo speak, they condemn the English. The only way I condemn the irresponsible, self-serving career politician is that they are so stupid to be supporting Fulani who have nothing. Yet the English have all of their businesses in Yorubaland making profit. I have said to you, when you compare white Americans and the English, white Americans are always fair in their judgment. The English are irresponsible people. They take advantage of unfairness. That is their nature. They are very, very cunning. I'm going to speak about Mr. Buhari, who is here for 10 days in London to negotiate with the English. They are thinking how they are going to manipulate the election to favor Atiku so that the English can stop the growing Yoruba nationalism. But the English cannot stop it. Believe you me, they cannot stop it. They can't stop it. But I'm still going to talk about that. So you see what we're saying about Igbo is this. They are not industrious people. They are criminally minded people. Look at what Ohaneze said. He said Oduduwa in Igbo language is last born. There's no Oduduwa is not even there. You know, we codify their language for them. They don't even have sense to write their own language. They have no brain power to write their own language. We codify it for them. The first book written in Igbo language was written by Yoruba citizen, Bishop Ajayi Crowther. The book is called Igbo Primer. We civilize these animals. People who civilize cannot dominate us. They cannot. So the questions to the stupid liberal Yoruba is this. Why is your Igbo friend unable to accept a return to regional government where they can govern themselves? They will elect a prime minister, where they can control their own police, where they can control their own military, where they can control their own court system from the lowest court to the Supreme Court, where they will be in charge of their own education, they will be in charge of their own infrastructure, they will tax their people and spend the tax within their region, they will do everything they so desire, they can create 1 million states, they can create 1 billion local government, they can create 1 trillion words as they like. They don't want to do that. They want Biafra that includes non-Igbo speaking people. Is that industrious people? No. The Rwanda you talk about today is landlocked. Lesotho is landlocked. It's a country within South Africa. Yes, they are making it. Igbo land is landlocked. So the only thing in their brain is to steal other people's space. This is not the kind of people you associate with. As a matter of fact, you stop these people from coming into your space. There are too many in Yorubaland. And from the recent reading that I've read about a research that was done in Ibadan, there's too many fatherless Igbo children in Yorubaland. They are raping our women. They said they want to spread their seed across Yorubaland. We must stop all of this. We must stop all of this. That's why we want to keep Igbo off Yorubaland. If we do not do it, they are going to destroy our civilization. They are a clear and present danger in Yorubaland. They are the people that brought Fulani to power. They are the people that are maintaining Fulani. We are going to kill them. You will see. Nobody across the world will help them. We will massacre them across Yorubaland just to chase them out of our space. They can no longer be coming into our space unregulated. That was why I began this by telling you, you and I will not desire to go to America if America is like Somalia. So if Igbo land is great, why are they coming to Yorubaland? Why are they coming to Yorubaland? If Hausa people are knowledgeable enough to structure things, why are they coming into Yorubaland? Why are they controlling all our jobs? Why? To suppress and subjugate us. Civilized people do not accept inferior people to suppress them, to subjugate them. If we do not stop the unregulated migration of the Igbo into our space, they are going to dilute our civilization and they are going to destroy Yorubaland within the next 50 years. Buhari opened his stupid mouth and said that because of the desert encroachment, that is why the Fulani X-Men are coming down south. But when they want to tell you about the population, they will tell you that more people are living in the desert area, arid desert area, which defies logic. Which defies logic. So Igbo are the problem. And if we can address the problem of the Yoruba nation, we are going to move forward. We have three major enemies. Igbo are the number one, Fulani the second, and the English the third. The English position comes when it comes to international community. The English will do everything with their propaganda to try to destroy Yorubaland. They are foolish people, by the way. Particularly, they are irresponsible, self-serving career politicians in England. They will tell you, black people, this is what English, I've been living in England for a while. This is what they say. They tell you, go back to your country. Tell these irresponsible English politicians, tell them, let us challenge them, that if Nigeria breaks every single Yoruba in London, anywhere in England, will return home. The English will never allow Nigeria to break because they are controlling your wealth. They control your wealth through Fulani. The military attaché in Abuja is the one that is training Fulani military, preparatory to war. If not for the fact that President Trump had won, stupid Hillary Clinton is planning to use ISIS in West Africa, the Chad Basin Commission, the Fulani in northern Nigeria, plus the Kanuri, plus the Fulani in Niger and Fulani in Chad. That is what the Democratic Party wanted to use to overrun the entire West Africa. It was God that brought President Trump. Hillary Clinton will have used the Fulani to control everybody in West Africa. The only people they are targeting to control is the Yoruba, because the Yoruba are the most taught. If you look at the history of the Native America, the same thing the English did to them by exterminating them. That was what they planned for the Yoruba, but the Yoruba confronted them. I've been saying to Young Yoruba, it took almost a year for English to defeat only Ijebu. Ijebu, this is just one tribe in Yoruba nation, one tribe. Imagine if Ibadan, Ekiti, Ilesha, Igbomina, Awori, and the rest of the Yoruba tribes, imagine if they joined the war, we will have defeated the English. That's why I keep saying to you that the English are not powerful. They cannot defeat the Yoruba, but they can only defeat us through NATO. That is why we need the support, and we need super special relationship of the United States of America. I don't understand why the Yoruba are not so smart to think about self-preservation. Why do we have Lebanese almost across Yorubaland when we could have super special relationship with the Jewish people, the Israeli, who have enough brain power that we can tap from? Why are we bringing Lebanese who are shit people, who cannot add value to our life? This is not how politicians think. That is why we must give power in Yorubaland to exceptionally brilliant individuals who can help to move our nation forward, not stupid politicians When the Jewish people, the state of Israel, they are brilliant people. If we relate with them, they can help to shape our civilization in a better manner. But you see Lebanese people all over Yorubaland, people that we are not benefiting anything from. And we are going to work with the state of Israel. I can assure you that. We, the Yoruba nation, we will work with the state of Israel. We like them. Do you want me to give you the information? I will all work with the state of Israel. Akintola work with the state of Israel. There are pictures to show this fact. And recently, Alaafin of Oyo, who is the president of Yorubaland, he has always been in that position. Majority of people don't know. Before the English colonial talks came, Alaafin of Oyo has always been the president of Yorubaland. The position of me is the spiritual head, which is just head of state. But the day-to-day running of the Yorubaland is carried out by Alaafin of Oyo. Alaafin recently said to the Muslim community in Oyo that Awolowo, who wasn't a Christian, built Western Region Hotel in Mecca. Alaafin of Oyo said it, in Mecca or Medina, for Yoruba pilgrims to go there and sleep in that hotel free of charge, so that they can pay homage to their whole religious thing that they accepted. Alaafin of Oyo said about 3-4 weeks ago, he was addressing Yoruba people. Awolowo wasn't a Muslim, but he knows the importance of religion. He built an hotel in Mecca for free. It was Western Nigeria Hotel, that is the name, in Mecca. So Yoruba, they were going to Saudi Arabia to do pilgrimage, were sleeping in that hotel free of charge. Can you see that now under the unitary system? You cannot see that again because all your wealth are being stolen. I'm going to talk about technicality today. You will see certain things that is going to be a little bit shock to those who do not have this information. So these are very, very fundamental things. As long as we continue with this unitary system, our life will be miserable. Because the Igbo and the Fulani use gun to change the system, we must use gun to kill them. And then when we kill them, we're going to break Nigeria. It's not going to be for regional government. How can a people constantly and continuously refuse to do what is right? Like I said to so many people, the IPOP is winning. Nnamdi Kanu is a propagandist. He's just looking for money. It's the same way Zik did. They don't like their own people. An average Yoruba politician, believe me, an average Yoruba politician, even though if he's going to steal your wealth, he wants to give you education. He wants to give you roads. He wants to give you jobs. He wants to do everything. Doing this is stealing part of your wealth. That is an average Yoruba politician. But an average Igbo politician, he wants to steal everything without doing anything. Zik behaved truth to time. Ojukwu behaved truth to time. This irresponsible Nnamdi Kanu is doing the same thing. He talks around about Biafra, yet they said they don't want to go back to regional government. They will tell you that it is the British. They call them British. I don't like to call them British because when you call them British, you put in the Scottish. I like the Scottish people. When you call them British, you put the Northern Irish. I like the Irish people. But I don't like the English because the English don't like Yoruba. Don't pretend about it. I live in London. There are English who lives in Lagos. They live in better area of Lagos. They make better money than I do in London. So don't think they are treating me special because I live in their country. There's nothing special. If I go back to Yorubaland under regional government, under 1 year, I can become a billionaire. Under 1 year in Yorubaland, I can be a billionaire. If I go back to Yorubaland, we run regional government. There's possibility that I could contest to be Prime Minister of Yoruba region. There's possibility that I could be appointed as CBN governor because we are going to have our own banking. Yeah, there's possibility that I could be appointed to manage our ports. There's possibility that I could be appointed to manage our waterways. What fucking job am I doing in England? Is English going to give me all this fantastic job in their country? They're not going to do that. They will never do that. So I will live a better life in Yorubaland than I do here in England. And we're going to do 5 things that you always, I tell you about. Security of lives and property, free and qualitative healthcare, free education. We're going to provide job security. And one more thing, affordable housing. If you all have all of these 5 things, will you be saying, I want to live in England, I want to go to America? It is because we lack every of these 5 things. That's why the English will abuse us. Go back to your country. English they are stealing your wealth through the Fulani. They will tell you, we're going to deport you. The very first day that anybody threatened me with deportation was the English police. Fucking idiots, 2 idiots who beat me up. They said to me, they were approaching Home Office, trying to check my paper, telling me they are going to deport me. I said to them, there are 27,000 English who lives in Lagos and Ibadan. I want to expel them fucking. There's nothing spectacular that we do abroad. That is what we want to tell those who are at home. There are more opportunities in Yorubaland than anywhere for you as a Yoruba citizen. You can never be first-class citizen in anywhere on this planet Earth except Yorubaland if you're a Yoruba citizen. So don't let anybody bullshit you and threaten you with deportation. There's nothing in England. The English are stealing our wealth through Fulani. That is the meeting they are having with Buhari now for the next 10 days. I'm going to speak about it. But let's continue to roll about all of these things. So don't forget, Igbo are the problem. Igbo people must be decimated across Yorubaland. If our politicians are making mistakes and thinking, oh, let us wait till 2023 before we chase these people out, it will be too late. We must chase Igbo out now. And if they refuse to leave, we have to kill them. There's no contest about that. Why is America stopping you as Yoruba citizen to go to United States? Do you know how much you pay for visa fee? Are they giving you the visa? I think 2017, over $1 billion, 10 billion naira was realized by the US Embassy from visa fee. They are not allowing you to come to their country. The English, and even those of us are here, they are threatening us with deportation. How much more you are paying visa fee to them? So you cannot allow people to just come into your space. Don't let anybody bullshit you with one Nigeria. There is nothing like one Nigeria. Before independence from the English colonial talks, the 3 people, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, they agreed to 3 constitutions. That means 3 Nigeria. Don't let the Igbo bombard you with one Nigeria argument. There's none. We are going to kill them in our space. Nobody will talk. When we kill them, we kill armed robbers. You know what the Igbo are doing? Jungle justice, they were the people who introduced it to Yorubaland. That has never been part of our culture. They will just see an elderly woman, maybe she's tired, she's sitting on the floor, they will say she's a wizard, and they burn her or him. That is the same thing that we are going to say when we kill Igbo in Yorubaland. Because they have to be killed. They have refused to leave our space. We cannot just go to other people's space without visa. There were 3 Nigeria before independence. After independence, there were 3 Nigeria. That is what we must go back to. That is what we must go back to. You know, Buhari is going to be in London for 10 days. Yeah, he's going to meet the royal family. He's going to meet the English politicians. That is what they want to do. They want to talk about how they are going to continue to colonize Europe. That is what Buhari is doing in London for 10 days. He's not doing any other thing. Before the election, I told you before the election that the stupid English self-serving career politicians are saying to Buhari to allow Atiku to win, because of the growing Yoruba nationalism in favor of Oduduwa Republic. Every young Yoruba is now aware that, look, we cannot continue with this unitary system. If the Fulani are not in power, the English don't get contract in Yorubaland, in Nigeria as a whole. They don't get contract. The English deported Obasanjo, majority of you don't know. When he was still a student here, he was deported. When Obasanjo became head of state in 1975, and this guy died, Murtala Mohammed, in 1976, Obasanjo became head of state. He nationalized all English businesses in Nigeria and gave it to Americans. Yeah, you know, Obasanjo worked with CIA, but he's an evil man. Anyway, I'm going to talk more about him anyway. He works with the CIA. Because of the backing of the CIA, he nationalized all English businesses. Because of the fact that they deported him, and because of some of the stupid atrocity of the English, he nationalized all their businesses and brought in America. It was when Fulani took over power that they brought back the English. The Fulani are always helping the English to dominate Yoruba resources and our wealth. So now that Buhari is in London, he is going to meet the English political leaders, yeah, to plan how they are going to suppress and subjugate the Yoruba nation the more. But we have got nothing to lose. We've got nothing to lose, our generation. We're going to destroy all English businesses across Yoruba. Standard Chartered Bank, Guinness, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Cadbury, JSK. We're going to destroy it. We don't need the permission of the federal government. We just set fire on them. We throw bomb at them. We destroy all your bank. Because Standard Chartered alone, for instance, is making 60% of its profit in Africa, in Nigeria, and that is essentially coming from Yorubaland. Yet the English have no mind to support the Yoruba political interests. They always support Fulani. What he is talking about, they are negotiating. They are trying to compel him to allow Atiku to win at the Supreme Court, so that if Atiku wins, the Igbo and the Fulani will subjugate the Yoruba and control our wealth. We are going to deal with the English, and we are going to, this is how we're going to start with the English. We first burn St. George's flag across Lagos. We will burn it. We will say to the world that we don't want English in our space. We do shit job here, Yoruba. We live miserable life. It's nothing, so there's nothing spectacular. You live in England. It's a shit place because they discriminate against us a lot. Yes, they will tell you, we don't discriminate. They do. They do. Your skin color, your ethnicity is discriminatory. It is not as if they are racist. We accept it. We want to do the same thing to all foreigners in Yorubaland. The jobs that our children cannot do or they are unwilling to do, that is what we are willing to give to non-Yoruba. So the English cannot be doing, they cannot be working our oil and gas, they cannot be working our financial and capital market, they cannot be working in our foreign estate market, they cannot be in charge of our shipping sector, they cannot be the concessionaire managing our port and waterways, and we do shit jobs in their own country. No, we will expel them. They don't have military might. That is the truth. If they want to fight Yoruba, they will need America. If America is not supporting them, they can't do anything. And don't think America is stupid. They are all looking for business. For instance, if we bring in General Motors, we bring in their vehicles to Yorubaland and we pay them money, you think America will not support our interests? If we blow up Apapa Wharf, blow up Tinker Port, blow up Lagos International Airport, blow up Lagos Stock Exchange, and we bring American companies to come and help us to rebuild it, you think that they will give a damn about English? You don't know what is international trade. Majority of you just think that, oh, America and English, because they have white skin and they are the same thing. Is President Trump not German? Look at the way Amana is confronting German Chancellor. Look at the way Amana, the American ambassador in Germany, is intervening in politics in Germany, try to influence election. President Trump is a German because his father was a German. And how much more? You said English. America is looking for business. They want to create jobs for their own people. If General Motors is selling their vehicles in Yorubaland now, they will be creating jobs for their people in America. And that is going to make the rating of President Trump to go up, and he's going to win his re-election. You think because somebody has skin color, that is the only basis upon which you have to use. The English don't like the Yoruba. That is the truth you have to learn. Buhari is there for 10 days. They want to strategize how they are going to destroy you more, Yoruba. We must now destroy English business in Yoruba. It is Yoruba. There's nothing they can do to you. You're just too fearful. You're just too fearful. If they are frustrating you, why will you allow Guinness to continue to make profit? If the English are giving their support to Fulani, why must you allow Standard Chartered banks across Lagos to be making profit? You must be foolish. That is the only way a slave think. A slave is always afraid of death. People are dying every day. Car accidents is everywhere. People are dying of ordinary typhoid fever. Malaria is killing everybody. I was watching a video clip of David Beckham, who was speaking Yoruba yesterday, calling the attention of the world to malaria. Malaria is killing everybody. So why must you be afraid of death? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You don't want to die. Buhari is now in London to negotiate with the English how they are going to further destroy Yorubaland. And you don't want to blow up English business in Yorubaland. I don't want to do it. They will destroy you, destroy your children, destroy your future. So this is the reality that we must deal with. What we were told is that the English politicians are concerned that the growing Yoruba nationalism will lead to the breakup of Nigeria. The English don't want Nigeria to break. They don't want it. All these Yoruba who are in London, you're just suffering all over the place. Go and protest on the street of London. Say to the English that If they don't give you your paper to stay in their country, they should allow Nigeria to break, that you are willing to go back home. English will not allow it. If Nigeria breaks, all the wealth of the Yoruba that the English are controlling it, they will never see it to control. Because we are not their slaves. We are contemporaries. Yoruba would rather work with the Portugal. Who gave the name Lagos? Was it not the Portuguese people? The Portuguese people, we met them before the English. We have been trading with the Portuguese since the 14th centuries. The English came around late 17th centuries and early 18th centuries. And what did they do in 1851? They started killing us with their gunboat diplomacy. But the Portuguese, who have always been with us, they never colonized us. So is that not the set of people that we should appreciate? Is that not the set of people that we should have super special relationship with? So what Buhari is coming to do now is to plan for the next action against the Yoruba. You will see they will use propaganda against Tinubu. They know Tinubu is pro-Yoruba. Forget about this Oriburuku Olofoke to our PDP Yoruba. PDP, the Libra Yoruba, they are afraid to die. To buy a bonsoke lasan, pa pa pa. Fáwọn Libra, wọ́n máa ṣáwọ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́ni. Conservative ló lẹ́mìí ló ń dúró. Àwọn Libra máa ṣáwọ̀ gbódànù ni. Ìbọn yẹn náà la máa fi dá sẹ̀ríà fún àwọn Libra. That is why it's very easy. Look at the other day, this musician, Fast the bad guy. I don't really like the guy. He was talking nonsense about Yoruba. Some people will just come around and speak rubbish about Yoruba with boldness, and they are Yoruba citizens with boldness. You know why they do it? Because nobody will kill them. But Fast the bad guy, to ṣe sọ to lọ next show, boys do òkúta. There will not be another musician that will utter such a statement. Boys that stage here, Rudan. They will be scared. But anybody can just wake up, any Yoruba will just wake up and say nonsense, and he will be walking free. He will just say make up any ridiculous assertion about Yoruba, and he will still be walking free. Let him do it, and people fucking attack him with gun. Yoruba Libra will keep quiet. They won't say all those nonsense that they are saying again. So this is what this guy has come to do in London. He has come to plan for the Yoruba, so that the Fulani can continue to control your wealth. They control your police, they control your military, they control your ports, they control your waterways, they control everything, your revenue, everything, they control it under unitary system. That is what Buhari has come to do. The English don't like us, Yoruba. Stop pretending. We will be better off if we relate with the United States of America. And this nonsense that we are relating with Lebanese, I think they are the one building one house in Lagos like that. We should relate with the Jewish people, the Israelis. They've got human brain, human capital. We can tap their brain to make our society great. What are we going to get from Lebanese people? Shit, it's horrible. So that's what Mr. Buhari is doing. They just setting you up. That's what he's going to do for the next 10 days. The English are planning against you. We are going to plan against you. And our plan is open. We just want to fuck up all English businesses across Yorubaland. We challenge them, the English. Move your businesses. Move it down to Hausa Fulani land. Just take them away from Yorubaland. We welcome American businesses. We welcome businesses from the Scandinavian countries. We welcome businesses from Portugal in particular, businesses from Brazil, businesses from Russia, businesses from China. These are the people who want to relate with. We don't want to relate with English. We don't fucking want your fucking businesses in Yorubaland because you fucking need stupid people supporting Fulani who you are not getting anything from. If you take power away from Fulani, English businesses are fucking finished in Yorubaland. We will just face them out. They know. Obasanjo did that to them for his own personal gain. It's not as if Obasanjo is doing anything tangible for Yoruba. No. For his own personal hatred for the English because they deported him. That was why he did that. He was not doing that for the national interest of the Yoruba nation. But this time around, we must do something for the national interest of the Yoruba nation. That is what we must do. And if we continue to be afraid of death, our life will continue to be miserable. America, they just left some area of Syria. You know how many American soldiers that died. America will not go into any war. Like they go into any war and do it for free for you. No. If they go into any war, they are going to gain something. Self-preservation matters. So folks, let us look at, I want to emphasize this. You can go and read our regional government. Awolowo, he had good relationship with the state of Israel. Akintola, he had fantastic relationship with the state of Israel. So the Yoruba nation, we have always been working with the state of Israel. We have always been working with the state of Israel. Their prime minister and our premier then, they were best allies. So we must reestablish relationship with the state of Israel. We must reestablish relationship with them. And they are very good business. They can easily help us to lobby America as well. So we must think about self-interest. We don't just form relationship with people. Why should we form relationship with Lebanese? What are we gaining as Yoruba nation? What are we gaining from Lebanese? What are we gaining from them? If we must make Yorubaland great, we work with people with money, people with power, people with brain. We must work with the state of Israel. I want to emphasize that. Now, let us look at technicality. You know, the Fulani, they have been in power for more than 50 years in Nigeria. The Fulani have been in power. If they had not been in power for 50 years, would they have been powerful politically than Yoruba? They wouldn't have been powerful. The answer is no. Look, Balewa was in power from 1960 to 1966. That is 6 years. Aguyi Ironsi was in power from January 1966 to July 1966. That is just 6 months. It's an Igbo man. Balewa was a Fulani man. Gowon from the north, he was in power from 1966 to 1975. That was 9 years for Gowon. Then Muritala came 1975 to 1976, 1 year. Then Obasanjo came, who is an Igbo man, from 1976 to 1979. That was 3 years. Then after Obasanjo, Shagari came, a Fulani, from 1979 to 1983, 4 years. Then we had Buhari from 1983 to 1985, 2 years. We had Babangida, also from the north, 1985 to 1993, 8 years. Shonekon came, he was there for 3 months, from 1993 to 1993. 3 months. Shonekon is the only Yoruba to have been the head of state of Nigeria, and to insult us is just an interim. Fidihe. Yet we are the economic backbone of Nigeria. We are the majority in terms of the population of Nigeria. So after Shonekon, we had Abacha from the north, 1993 to 1998. Abacha is a Fulani because his paternal grandmother was Fulani. So 5 years Abacha was in power. After Abacha, we had Abdul Salam, 1998 to 1999. He was there for 1 year. Let me quickly talk about this Abdul Salam. You know, he's the guy who killed MKO Abiola. Yoruba, you are so terrible human being, believe me. Today, press will be going to Abdul Salam to listen to him. Abdul Salam will be invited in Yorubaland to speak, and people will reckon with him. Somebody that assassinated MKO Abiola. So what you are saying to young people like us is that if we fucking kill all of you, you are going to be afraid of us. That is what we're saying. Abacha died. Few weeks after Abacha died, Abdul Salam and the Fulani, they went to Obasanjo. Obasanjo was in prison. They went to him and said, look, we have put MKO in prison for 5 years. Now Abacha has died. The entire world expected us to release MKO and make him president. If we make him president, it's going to destroy our ruling of Nigeria. This is what the Fulani went to Obasanjo and said. And they said to him that you are the only one we trust. So we are going to release you from prison and make you president. But we are going to kill MKO. Obasanjo agreed with them. Obasanjo agreed with them. That was why Abdul Salam assassinated MKO Abiola. Before Abdul Salam assassinated MKO Abiola, he was aware that the world will query him. The first of us went to the same English and said to them that, look, we cannot make MKO president, because if we make MKO president, Yoruba are going to take over everything. Because they have put the guy in prison. So they've tortured him. They've killed his wife. So you expected him to revenge if he's the president. So they said to the English that, look, we're going to kill him. The English agreed with it. But the English said that, look, you can't kill this man without the approval of America. They went to America, and then who was in power? The Democrat. Bill Clinton was in power. He agreed with them that MK Abiola should be assassinated. So that's why I keep saying to Yoruba who are in America, don't vote for Democratic Party. They are evil. They don't like you, Yoruba. You don't embrace people who hate you. You embrace those who like you. Anytime the Republican is in power in America, Yoruba, we don't struggle anything. We are always living peacefully. So it is this Republican in America that the Yoruba nation must embrace. That is why we must support President Trump, because he's a Republican president. We are supporting President Trump so that our life as Yoruba people can improve. That was how Abu Salam assassinated MK Abiola, with the support of Obasanjo. So what happened? They brought Obasanjo out from prison and made him president. Who helped the Fulani to make Obasanjo president? Fucking Igbo, criminally minded people. They voted massively for Obasanjo. We voted against him. Go and look at the election of 1999. About 1 million people voted in Lagos. 99.9% of the result of Lagos alone went to Folufalaye. We rejected Obasanjo outrightly, but Igbo voted for him and made him president because they know it's not Yoruba. Now, before I go ahead with the next one, which is Obasanjo, let me quickly talk about this Obasanjo. When we speak about something about, you think we do propaganda, Obasanjo is not a Yoruba man. Obasanjo's father is the Igwe of Onitsha, the Obi of Onitsha, Oyenekwe. In 1968, Obasanjo took this guy, Babi Asika. He took him to Gowan. Obasanjo, he said to Gowan, I want you to make him the administrator of East Central States. Gowan said, how did you get to know him? Obasanjo said to Gowan that his father, Igwe Oyenekwe's brother, begets Upabia Asika. Upabia Asika is the nephew of Obasanjo's father, the Obi of Onitsha. Obasanjo said this to Gowan. Gowan is still alive today. Obasanjo recommended Upabia Asika to be the administrator of East Central. East Central today is what we call Eastern region. It was from East Central, it became Imo and Anambra. From Imo and Anambra, it became Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Abia states. Obasanjo introduced Upabia Asika to Gowan in 1967 as his father's nephew. His father is an Igbo man. This thing are public knowledge, except those who do not read. How did the Yoruba nation got to know about Obasanjo? It was General Alani Akiniade and other Yoruba who exposed him in 1979 after he rigged the election against Awolowo. Gowan knows Obasanjo to be Igbo. Obasanjo is an Igbo man. Obasanjo is not a Yoruba man. That is why he condemns everything about Yoruba. He said to us that the best man will not win the 1979 election. He rigged Shagari. He said MK Abiola is not our Messiah. He killed Bola Ige. I don't understand the Nigerian press, particularly the Yoruba press. I don't even understand Yoruba people. People who commit crime, you always embrace them. So if I fuck you all up and kill all of you with chemical weapon, sorry, what are you saying to the young people? When you embrace people like Obasanjo, when you embrace people like Abdul Salam Abubakar, somebody that you know that he was the one who killed MKO. Yes, you are embracing him. Abdul Salam will be invited and the hall will be full. People who have been assassinated other people. MKO was killed by Abdul Salam. Obasanjo and Atiku killed Bola Ige. So what you are telling to the young one is that we must kill you too and you will respect us. That's what we are saying. How can Yoruba give 2 million votes to Atiku, the same man who assassinated Bola Ige? You can see that. So those of us who have this information, who have this knowledge, who are young, what we see the Yoruba nation to be is that, look, you can actually kill Oni of Ife and Alaafin together. And Yoruba will not say anything. This Buhari, he seized the international passport of Oni of Ife. People who humiliated you, they are the people you follow. So that is the thinking of an average slave. People who humiliate you, people who assault you, you follow them. You are afraid of them. Look, I believe in this philosophy. I believe in this philosophy because I've read a lot. Obasanjo should have been shot dead. Obasanjo should have been arrested, divided into 4, and scattered all over Yorubaland for ritual. It destroyed our civilization. One man. But the press are still going to him. He want to talk. People are still circulating his video. People are still listening to him. Someone that destroy you. So young men who have knowledge of the past will just tend to believe that, wow, believe me, if you fucking gas up these people with chemical weapons, they will be afraid of you. They will appoint you leaders. That is what you are imparting to the younger generation. Obasanjo is an Igbo man. So to continue about the power we arrogated to the Fulani because they've been in power. Obasanjo was there as president 1999 to 2007, 8 years. He served the Fulani. Then Yaradua came 2007 to 2010, 3 years. Then Jonathan came 2010 to 2015, 5 years. Now we're having 8 years of Buhari, 2015 to 2023. Gambari have been ruling us. Fulani have been ruling us for well over 50 years. Now, if for these 50 years, it has not been Fulani that are ruling, it has been Awolowo, Ajashin, Adesanya, Bola Ige, Tinubu, Fashola, and myself now. If Yoruba, we have been ruling Nigeria since 1960, Awolowo, Ajashin, Adesanya, Bola Ige, then Tinubu, then Fashola, and we are not talking about Adeyinka grandson in 2019. Do you think that Kwara and Kogi will be categorized as North Central? These are Yoruba speaking space. These are Yoruba speaking people. These two areas belong to the Yoruba people, but they categorize them as North Central. Look at their closeness to the Southwest. Why is it that they cannot put them as part of the Yoruba Southwest? If the Yoruba had been in power, Kwara and Kogi State would never have been categorized as North Central. The power of the presidency is so powerful, you cannot joke with it. This Yoruba Libra that are coming out to attack Tinubu, we are going to kill you. Because that is what I believe in. I believe in organized violence. I have said to the people, Mandela is not my role model. I cannot witness my family, my people being killed. And then I'm preaching non-violence to the people who are killing my own people. No, I'm not. Martin Luther King is not my role model. I will never preach non-violence when my own people are being decimated. My role model is Winston Churchill. When Hitler was attacking England, Winston Churchill was not preaching non-violence to Hitler. He rallied around his people. They confronted Hitler. He called on America. He formed alliances and they defeated Hitler. That is my role model. I believe in organized violence, and this is what I've imparted on the young Yoruba who have embraced the YYF. We don't preach non-violence. We preach organized violence, and that is the only thing, that is the only way the Yoruba nation will be respected. I have studied Americans. Look at what Osama bin Laden did over 9/11. It took them years. They hunted him down and they got him. They went to Iraq and leveled that country. They then went to Afghanistan and leveled it. But if the Yoruba were the owner of America today, and the 9/11 had happened, we would have moved on with our life without revenge. This is what I embrace. This is what I have gained from white America and observing them closely. Look at what the English are doing. They have invited Buhari. They want to plan evil against the Yoruba nation. Somebody would now say, oh, because I live in London, don't talk against England. Don't talk against English. Idiot. I will be great if I return to Yorubaland. As long as I live in this country, I will never attain my full human potential. My children cannot attain their full human potential living in this country. Because of you, because you want to wash toilets. Yes. Because you want to drive bus, right? Because you want to clean. Because the only thing you are thinking about is money to eat and die. That is not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about building the Yoruba civilization. So for me to live in England and just be watching Toilet for English with master's degree, that is not my calling. So I will have to speak out against the irresponsible, self-serving career politicians in England, because I know they are building their own nation and they are not building to protect my interests because I'm not English. So I must build Yorubaland to protect my children's future. So if you don't want to speak out because you want to fucking work shit job, you continue, your life will be miserable. That of your children will be worse off. We must do something and end this nonsense. Look at all of this power. Fulani, they have been in power for more than 50 years. Because of that, they have put themselves in power and their children, so they control all our life. That is why, as ordinary as Kwara State, if this happened in America, it would never have been the case. If this happened in Great Britain, it would never have been the case. Why will you put Kwara, Yoruba-speaking people, and Kogi West, Yoruba-speaking people, you put them in North Central? It is because Yoruba are not in power. It is because we are not in power. Fulani Buhari is now in London. They are targeting Tinubu. Everybody knows this. They are targeting to retain themselves in power, rather than people like Oni of Ife to reach out to Brazil. Oni of Ife is talking about Hajj Festival. You see how Young Yoruba are ridiculing that office because of that, and we've called them to order. You cannot ridicule that office. What the Yoruba, what we are used to, Allah for you explain it. He said that Oyomesi will say, Agbo, Shugbon, Agba. So we had what the Oni of Ife said, but we do not accept it. So we cannot ridicule that office. So I've been seeing some of you, our members, saying, Ogun Oshoshi nonsense, abusing Oni of Ife. Look, Oni of Ife made big mistake, but you have to respect that office. Agbo, Agba. So let us stop abusing that office. It's the highest office in Yoruba. That is the highest office, the head of state of Yoruba. So we must stop. So I'm calling all the young Yoruba. You have to stop. You have to stop abusing the head of state of Yoruba. So you see, folks, Yorubaland would have been progressive if all the Fulani that had been in power had been Yoruba. But what do you have? From 1960 to 2010, and from 2015, it has been Balewa, Gowon, Muritala, Shagari, Buhari, Babangida, Abacha, Abdulsalami, and now Buhari. If Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, forget it. People in the National Assembly are saying, in this ridiculous constitution of Nigeria, he can issue executive order. He doesn't need the National Assembly. If Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, Kwara and Kogi, the Yoruba part there, they will not be part of North Central. That's it. Obasanjo was there. Did he change it? No. When I was young, I told you before, I have seen Obasanjo twice. When I was young and when he came out of prison, he was telling us, Mustafa is a hopeless man because he's Igbo. Anybody that is president of Nigeria can restructure Nigeria with executive order. They don't need the National Assembly, useless National Assembly. So you see that technically, Hausa Fulani people are not powerful. They are not powerful. All these Arewa youths that are speaking today, take the presidency away from there. It is the only Yoruba people that are powerful in Nigeria. We are the majority. We are the economic backbone, and we are powerful. Why are we powerful? We have always been in opposition, and we've been confronting those who have held power. Now, imagine people with such a spirit to hold that same power. We'll finish every one of them in Nigeria. Igbo and Fulani, we'll finish them. So they are going to start propaganda against Tinubu, against any Yoruba that they know is likely going to be a stumbling block to them. And they are going to use the Libra. This is the time for us to kill the Libra in Yorubaland. Yeah, you won't like it. We are going to kill you. Because how long are we going to be subjugated by foreigners, Fulani and Igbo? How long? That is why the PDP Yoruba, give them any little money. They destroy Yorubaland. We will kill you. That is what we learned from America. If you want to undermine their greatness, they kill you. They will kill you. So that is what they're doing. If Yoruba had been in power, you think Akoko Edo will be part of Edo State, Yoruba speaking area. You think Ishekiri will be part of Delta State, Yoruba speaking people. So you can see that. You can see that. Look again at this Kwara and Kogi. They don't call them Kwara and Kogi. It's a new name. Kwara State is a new name. Kogi State is a new name. Originally, they were called Ilorin Division and Kaba Division. Ilorin Division became West Central State. Ilorin, initially, don't get me wrong, they were called Ilorin Division and Kaba Division. The Ilorin and Kaba Division together became West Central State. West, that was what it was. Then this Ilorin Division and Kaba Division then was changed to Kwara and Kogi. Before that, between 1952 and 1955, there were elections held in the Ilorin Town Council, Ilorin District Council, Kaba Town Council, Kaba District Council. The Yoruba, they voted. The elections were held, and people voted, and there was one question. Do you wish to be part of the western region of Nigeria? The answer was yes, yes, yes. So the English colonial government, they handed over the result of that election to Balewa and Zik, Igbo and Fulani. Then Zik compelled Balewa not to allow what you call today Kwara and Kogi to be part of Western Nigeria. Igbo are your enemy. I'm telling you, it is because you have not read anything. Ordinary newspaper, magazine, you cannot read. That's why you open your mouth, you say Fulani are your enemy. How is Fulani your enemy? Who are the people putting Fulani in power? Is it not Igbo? They are putting Fulani in power, yet half of their population are living in Europe. So you live in my space, you don't put me in power. So you want me to embrace you, I will kill you. And that is why we are going to kill Igbo. We must kill Igbo. There's no negotiation about it. We must kill them. I'm not going to use fanciful word. We are at war. I don't want the future of my children to be jeopardized. My children will not live a good life in England. No, this place belongs to the English. I won't wait until my children get out of university and then start telling me that, Daddy, you are foolish. The same way I'm calling my parents foolish generation. No, I've lived in this country to know what is discrimination. I've been assaulted before by police. Police slapped me. But they were thinking that I'm in Jamaica. They're thinking I'm stateless. I have no alternative to England. They slapped me twice. They think I'm going to fold my hand. I defended myself honorably because I'm not coward. I'm a Yoruba citizen. But we have allowed Igbo to turn our society upside down. We are now living miserable life all across the world. That was what we're doing. Ilorin Division, which is today Kwara State, Kaba Division, which is today Kogi State, the people in their various councils voted to be part of Western region. Zik Igbo stopped it. The records are there. The records are there. There is a party called Talakawa Party. They formed coalition with Action Group between 1952 to 1958. They said they want to be part of Western region. So you see, folks, we cannot joke with politics. Young Yoruba, we must participate in politics. Don't follow the horrible liberal Yoruba. They will tell you, oh, PDP and APC are bad party. They are the same. They are not the same. PDP is liberal. They are always pro-one Nigeria. APC Yoruba is conservative. The people there are always pro-Yoruba, including Tinubu. All the people in PDP Yoruba, they are criminals. They all just want money. They don't want to do anything. And they are willing to sell Yoruba to Igbo and Fulani. That is why we have to kill them. Yeah. If you have a child as a father and you are unwilling to raise such child and you are unwilling to make sure that that child enjoy a better life than you do, you are not fit to live. You are not fit to live. So that is what the liberal will tell you. Yesterday I was talking about Elite. They will tell you, oh, the Elite are the problem of Nigeria. Tinubu is one of the Elite, right? If the Elite are truly the problem of Nigeria, let Fulani give power to Tinubu. You think Fulani will give power? Why do you think Buhari is in London? To scheme you out, Yoruba. You think the MI5, MI6, all their fucking security, you think they don't know me? You want to be afraid of assassination? As they are going to assassinate you, they are going to assassinate you, and they are going to assassinate you, and you are dying. 70 baby are dying in Yorubaland. They are going to assassinate you. People are dying of road accident. They are going to assassinate you. People are taking fake drugs. They are dying. They are going to assassinate you. They are going to assassinate. People are dying in your presence. You say, I don't want to talk. Whether you speak up or not, you will still die. White Americans don't fear death. People who do not fear death develop their society. Oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. If one of you is saying, I don't want to die, is it not a best means to remove him from that office? If a lot of you is saying, I don't want to die, is that not the best way to remove him from that office and put somebody who is fearless in that office? Who is fearless? We're talking about justice. I can't pay VAT on my bottled water in Ekiti, Yorubaland, and that VAT is shared with them in Imo states, Igbo land. It is still shared with them in Sokoto state, Hausa Fulani land. Is that a system? I consume this in Yorubaland. The benefit must be for the Yoruba people. And Igbo are telling you, no, I must take part of that benefit. Fulani are telling you, no, I must take that benefit. Are they not drinking water in your own place too? We're talking about justice. People who do not want to die, want to embrace injustice. You would rather die and we are going to kill you. We have Akoko Edo. Look at all the Hausa Fulani speaking people. They are in one region, not west. But they divided Yoruba into southwest, south, north, central. And Dawn Commission, we have said to Dawn Commission, stop using southwest. Call all the Yoruba people together. It is because Yoruba are not in power. Rather than this horrible Libra PDP to team up with Tinubu, who is the most powerful Yoruba now, so that he can get power. They still want him dead. It is you that we are going to kill. You PDP people, we will kill you. If you have Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, or you have Oshibado as the president of Nigeria, or you have Fashola as the president of Nigeria, they will control the police, they will control the military, they will control the custom, they will control the port, they will control our waterways, they will control immigration, they will control all the tax revenue. I will be speaking from Aso Rock. All these are the youth that are speaking. Is it not because their people are in power? Take the presidency away from Fulani. That Arewa youth that you say Shetima or Yerima or what is his name, he will keep quiet. Take the power away from them. Ordinarily, let us decentralize Nigeria. All these Arewa youth, all these Fulani, they will never speak up again. Fulani get the power with the backing of the Igbo. The Igbo are not industrious. The Igbo are crude people. They are criminally minded. The only thing the Igbo desire is the unity system. For them to always walk behind Fulani so that both can control the wealth of the Yoruba nation. When Fulani are now in power, they know that Yoruba people are tough. They cannot suppress us. So they run to the English. And Yoruba says, we know this. Why are we rejecting to associate with America? Why are we not associating with the state of Israel? Why? Why are we not associating with the state of Israel? You have Lebanese all over Yorubaland. Foolish people. What are we gaining from the Lebanese? Can the Lebanese negotiate on our behalf with America? Can the Lebanese negotiate anything on our behalf with any countries in the world? No. But if we relate with the state of Israel, right, they can negotiate on our behalf with the United States of America. Somebody sent me a video of the president of Guinea giving 2 million euro to France to build their cathedral. And the person was saying, why not giving it to Mozambique? So if the people just think you are just Father Christmas. You are just Father Christmas. So if Guinea should give 2 million euro to Mozambique, what are they going to get in return? So they should give the money to Mozambique because Mozambique people are black. The Guinean president that gave the money to France people, they are going to get something in return. Several things will be obtained in return. It is self-interest that matters. Self-interest. What is the self-interest? Why are the Yoruba allowing Lebanese to be everywhere in our space? So if there is any problem, is Lebanese going to help us? No. But if we allow the Israelites, the Jewish people, the state of Israel will relate with them, they will talk to America on our behalf. This is self-preservation. This is self-interest. Nobody does anything because I just want to do it. Nothing is free. If America is giving you aids, they are going to control how you spend it. They can tell you, oh, we are giving you aid. They will use that aid to buy goods and services from American companies. Self-interest. But Yoruba just wake up, they sleep. They wake up, they sleep. Rubbish people. And our leaders are not taking cognizance of what is going on. So when we say that we are the most educated race in Nigeria, why are we not ruling over Fulani minority? Why is it difficult for us to regulate Igbo in Yorubaland if we are the most educated? And I've said this time without number, we are not as educated as the United States of America. We Yoruba, we are not as educated as the English. So if these people can kill to defend their own civilization, to defend their own interests, why is it difficult for us to decimate the Igbo in Yorubaland? Why do we have to allow them? These people shout and say, one Nigeria was there. Sorry, can we not establish a debate to tell them that before 1960, there was nothing like one Nigeria. It was three Nigeria. After 1960, there was nothing like one Nigeria. It was three Nigeria. It was the Igbo that suspended the system. Can't we tell them that? We said we are the most educated. We are arrogating unnecessary supreme political power to the Fulani. Fulani are the weakest in Nigeria. Take it to anywhere. Yoruba, we have never been in power. Even when Tinubu helped Buhari, it is still Fulani that are in power. But we have always confronted the Fulani outside power. You now take the power away from the hands of Fulani for 50 years and allow Yoruba to rule for 50 years. Fulani will not make a single sound. Fulani are not supreme politically. Because Fulani are in power, that is what they use to suppress you. Take that power away from Fulani, they can never do anything. They can't raise a finger. If you make Tinubu president, or Oshibajo president, or Fashola president, is it possible for Fulani X-Men to come and kill somebody in Yoruba? When Yoruba will be controlling the police, the military, the custom, the immigration, the prison, Fulani X-Men will sit down in their own area because of what they are no longer in power. So don't let us abrogate any supreme power to the Fulani politician. Buhari is in London to talk to the English leaders, how they are going to destroy you further, Yoruba. That is what they are discussing, how they are going to retain power. When is Oni of Ife and Alaafin of Oyo and Are Ona Kakanfo, when are they going to reach out to the United States of America? Oni of Ife should stop making unfounded statements, because that office, the Yoruba youth will be hard for that office. So Oni of Ife must stop making unfounded statements. Is the head of state of Yorubaland as well as Alaafin being president, and we have the head of our army, Are Ona Kakanfo. When are they going to form alliances with Brazil, with America, with Portugal? At least Oni of Ife visited Brazil. He was well respected. How many people reckons with Oni of Ife in Igbo land? Hmm? When are they going to do that? Hmm? We want our leaders we want our leaders, Oni of Ife, he should form alliance, speak about how Brazil can help the Yoruba nation. He should reach out to the United States of America. He should stop making unfounded statements. His tension is rising because of his statement. The Yoruba and the Igbo are not related. The Igbo are criminally minded people. They have never for once supported the political interests of the Yoruba. It's easy to defeat the Fulani. It's easy to take power away from them. It's very, very easy to take power away from the Fulani. We need the understanding of the United States of America. Everything we must do as Yoruba people must be what is in it for us. We must severe relationship with the Lebanese. We must form good relationship with the state of Israel. Our political leaders must speak to the people in Israel. If we have good relationship with the state of Israel, it will be very easy for us to negotiate with the United States of America. Self-interest matter. Buhari is in London to negotiate with the English political leaders, how they are going to suppress and subjugate the Yoruba nation. If we allow the state of Israel to take charge of some of our businesses, to invest in Yorubaland, like we'll allow this nonsense Lebanese whom we are not making anything from them, the state of Israel will help us with the United States. If we form good relationship with Brazil, which we have already, if Oni of Ife reach out to the people in Brazil, reach out to the people in Puerto Rico, reach out to the people in Cuba, reach out to the people in Venezuela, rather than Oni of Ife making unfounded statements, this will add value to the Yoruba nation. It has to be self-interest first. Buhari is in London to destroy your life more. We must counter them. And it's very easy to counter them. The wealth of Nigeria is in Yorubaland. So we Yoruba, we have the wealth. This is what is interested to the state of Israel. We must have a good relationship with them. Because when you have wealth, you use it to benefit your friends. Our friend is the state of Israel. They come in, make investment, we build that friendship the more. They help us to negotiate with the United States of America. What are we benefiting from Lebanon? What are we benefiting from them? You know how many Yoruba that are going to Saudi Arabia? You know how many Yoruba that are traveling to Qatar? You know how many Yoruba that are going to this Middle Eastern country that are being killed there? What are we benefiting from them? We don't want to go to these countries. We don't want to even go to any other countries. We just want to take back our wealth. We need countries that can help us. And they are not just going to do it for free. They will come into our space and make money. So when people are coming into your space to make money, they protect you against external aggression. So if we can get the support of the state of Israel, if we can get the support of America, this irresponsible, self-serving career politician always working with the Fulani to undermine our progress, they will be curtailed and they will be cautioned. Fulani are not powerful beyond the fact that they have held power for far so long. Now let us test it. Fulani have been in power for more than 50 years. Yoruba have been in power for 3 months. Now, let the Yoruba also be in power for 50 years and let us now see who is more powerful. Fulani are the weakest in Nigeria. Believe you me. Take the presidency away from them, they have no other power. Take it away from them, they have no other power. They are minority. They are being killed in Ghana. If we can take the presidency of Nigeria now or in the future, we are going to decimate the Fulani. We cannot get the presidency of Nigeria because the Igbo don't like us. They just have personal hatred for us. We are not willing to change them. We do not wish to change them. We just say to them, leave our space. If you do not, Igbo, we are going to exterminate you in Yorubaland. We will kill you. You are the people that have made Fulani to dominate us. So when Fulani are in power, they quickly run to the English to retain that power. 2019 is a recent one. They brought in Atiku. a stark illiterate, diploma in food hygiene. Fayose is a graduate. The former Minister of Agriculture, who is now the President of African Development Bank, first class brain, is a PDP member. Why not producing white article? So folks, Fulani are not powerful. They appear to be powerful because they control the unitary system of government in Nigeria. If you take that power away from them, you will never hear them speak against the Yoruba or say rubbish against us. But we cannot take that power away from the Fulani if we continue with this unitary system. We cannot take that power away from the Fulani because of the Igbo who have always been voting them. So the solution for the young Yoruba is organized violence. The solution is organized violence. All these irresponsible English that are supporting the Fulani, they are taking our wealth in Yorubaland. During the June 12th crisis, we took hold of our port, Apapa Wharf. We held it for 7 days. The English Navy came and killed the Yoruba who took over that port from the Fulani, something that belongs to us. So my generation must blow it up. We blow it up, Apapa Wharf. We blow Tinker Port off. We blow Lagos Stock Exchange up. We blow Lagos International Airport up. We are going to call the United States of America and the State of Israel to come and help us to rebuild it. When they rebuild it, we are going to be indebted to them. Fulani don't have port. Kanuri don't have port. Niger don't have port. Chad don't have port. They will patronize our port, and we are going to charge them heavy tariff, and we will use part of that dues that we collected from them to pay our debt back to the State of Israel and to the United States of America. We need good friends in the United States of America and in Israel. We need these two countries. Life is about self-interest. It is about self-interest. It is about self-interest. If I continue to live in England, I will never attain my full human potential. I will actually live a miserable life because I have so much in my brain, so much, but I'm just useless in England. So what I'm doing now is also self-interest. If Yoruba can get regional government, I will live a fulfilled life. My children will live a good life. I see my parents in their old age struggling with healthcare. So I don't want that to be my portion when I'm in my 70s. So if we go back to regional government now, the Yoruba will be able to have qualitative healthcare. So in my old age, I don't have to ask my children, come and pay for my medical. I will just go to any hospitals near me in Yorubaland and receive first-class treatment. So I'm fighting for my interests. But if I think I fucking sit around in London, fucking get discriminated by the fucking English, you want to work with your master's degree, they tell you have to wash toilet. You said, no, I'm not going to wash toilet. They tell you, okay, if you don't want to wash toilet, you have to clean our hospital. You said, no, I don't want to clean your hospital. You said, you have to work as a security guard. No, I don't want to work as a security guard. You have to go and pick fruit. No, I don't want to pick fruit. You have to do one shitty job or another. Yet, a Yoruba citizen where I have so much wealth. So I'm thinking about my future. You think I'm crazy? I'm smart. It's about self-interest. So if the Yoruba nation can lobby the State of Israel, we form good relationship with them, we copy what Awolowo did, what Ladoke Akintola did. They had good relationship with the State of Israel. They had good relationship with America. Then we are going to get Oduduwa Republic. At the very least, we are going to get a return to regional government. Buhari is in London. They're going to finish your life there. You see, the English are good. They are propagandists. English. They are good. That's why I keep warning the Yoruba youth. Stop circulating BBC News Yoruba. It's a propaganda outlet for the English. Stop circulating their news. As a matter of fact, if you must take your news from that place, you just have to be cautious. They can use propaganda to destroy our civilization. They are still going to use propaganda against Tinubu. They are going to do it. All of these things that Arewa youths are saying, they have started their propaganda in earnest. Forget it. Igbo forever will support the Fulani. You know why the Igbo will help support Yoruba if we kill them? This is what research. You see, When somebody wants to get PhD, you have to do research. I have studied the Igbo from 1945. I studied them from 1945. Majority of Yoruba, you don't know that we civilize Igbo with ordinary cassava stick. Majority of Yoruba don't know that we codify their language for them. We Yoruba, we codify for them. Majority of young Yoruba have no clue that the first book ever written in Igbo language was written by a Yoruba citizen, the same man who codified their language. Yoruba don't know. Yoruba don't know that since 1945 that the Fulani and the other people in the north, they have always been killing the Igbo in the north. Every election, Igbo vote for them. In my research, my conclusion is that to deal with Igbo, we must kill them. That is my conclusion. If we don't kill Igbo in Yorubaland, believe you me, they will continue to undermine our greatness. We must take their properties from them and their businesses. These are proceeds of crime. They have never brought a dime from Igbo land to establish business in Yorubaland. I've so told you, look, in Yorubaland, we have so many companies that are producing bottled waters. It is very hard to see so many companies producing bottled waters in Igbo land. Yet, somebody from Igbo land will move to Yorubaland and start a company producing bottled water when they don't have enough in their own space. So, is it possible for anybody to do that? No. So, the man who opens a bottled water company in Yorubaland, who is an Igbo, he has stolen from Yorubaland. They are not bringing any wealth. These are the things that you need to get. Akoko Edo, Kwara State, Kogi West, Ishakiri, these are Yoruba land. We cannot be in one region because Fulani had power. And this is the desire of the Igbo. This is what they want. The presidency of Nigeria, since the Igbo destroyed regional government, the office of the president of Nigeria is the most powerful office on planet Earth. That office is more powerful than the office of the president of the United States. Look at how the Congress are messing up President Trump. Can you do that to a president of Nigeria? He will just order for your arrest. He will order for your detention. He will order for your assassination. The office of the president of Nigeria has 68 functions. The office of the president of the United States of America, the most powerful office on planet Earth, by the virtue of the fact that America has money, that office has only 7 functions. Office of the president of Nigeria has 68 functions. Fulani are holding on to it. That's why Buhari is in London, to fucking talk with the English, to suppress you the more, Yoruba. We would deal with English in our own space. If the English can die fighting Hitler, we, our generation, we are willing to kill. We will kill to defend the civilization of Yorubaland. Fulani, they were the one who wrote the 1999 Constitution. You tell the Fulani, we don't want the 1999 Constitution. Let all of us agree. They said, no, we're going to kill you if you say you don't want it. Something they wrote. They control your police and the army, so they use it to kill you. It is a disgrace. There are red news that in Ibadan, EFC still went and arrested 35 Yoruba youth. You are all horrible Yoruba youth. EFCC Fulani are arresting you. You can't kill them with gun. Why is it so difficult for you to get guns? When you do a year, you do your stupid cuts in the university. Are you not using gun? Don't you have access to gun when you want to kill yourself in your fucking university? Just for you to kill the police SARS who are killing you and to kill the Hausa Fulani EFCC official in Yoruba, it is difficult for you. Just 2 days ago, I read the news, or yesterday, 35 young Yoruba were arrested in Ibadan and put in prison by Hausa Fulani EFCC official. But when you want to do your fucking court, you have guns then. Instead of you to just target about 10 of these Hausa Fulani EFCC officials, just kill them. They will, all of them will run back to the north. But they continue to arrest you. They continue to arrest you, and you don't want to kill them, and they are killing you. You don't know how psychological war works. They arrest you several times, you give up. You'll be scared of them. That is the same thing that the English think, that we will be scared because we live in their country. We will not be able to call them to order for the shit they are doing in Yorubaland. Look, for instance, if I want to become a billionaire tomorrow, I just need guns. And just come up with some group. We just go to bank and spray up everybody. We take all the money. Because the money belongs to Yoruba. They've stolen all our jobs. You become billionaire, you'll be hiding. Fulani are using guns to suppress you. Fulani who are controlling the military, who are controlling the police. Are they not using guns to suppress you? What is Fulani using to hold your waterways? What is Fulani using to control your police in Yorubaland? What is Fulani using to control your port in Yorubaland? By putting their children there. They are using gun. So to fight them, you need gun. That's why we are using sophisticated weapon, chemical weapon. Chemical weapon. EFCC is still killing you by arresting you. You know EFCC are coming. You target them with that your gun that you use in your fucking courtist to kill your innocent self. Kill just 10 EFCC officials. You will see they will send all Hausa Fulani EFCC officials out of Yorubaland. But you don't want to do that. They will continue to kill you. They will continue to kill you. So folks, Fulani are not powerful politically. They are not. Fulani are not powerful politically. If you want to know whether Fulani are powerful politically, remove that presidency away from them. Remove it from them. Then put a proper Yoruba citizen there. Not Today Bakari. It's a fucking shit man. Not that man who called himself a pastor. He's a deceitful man. Let him address who his father is. Because I raised the issue that his father is Fulani, he went on to Wikipedia and twisted it and he said he doesn't know his father. His father is Fulani. Let a proper Yoruba citizen be president of Nigeria. Now then come and tell me whether Fulani are powerful politically. Come and tell me. So we want to encourage the office of Oni of Ife and the Yoruba political leaders. Speak to America. Speak to Brazil. Speak to the people in Portugal. Speak to the people in Scandinavia. Speak to people that matters. Stop making ridiculous assertions that are not factual. Yeah? Yorubaland was not created yesterday. It cannot be today that Yoruba and Igbo are related. We are not related. They should stop making political statements. We are going to ridicule the office. They should stop making political statements. The Igbo voted for Atiku in 2019. Fayoshe is there. They didn't vote for him. And they have always been voting for Fulani. And you are making political statement. No, you got to stop that nonsense. So this is the game. Fulani are not powerful. The Igbo vote Fulani. So the solution to every problem is always from the problem. Why is it that Fulani are always in power? Because the Igbo vote for them. So what is the solution? The Igbo who are in Yoruba, we ask them to leave. They will tell you it is one Nigeria. We cannot leave. Okay, you will say to them, fine. If it is one Nigeria, you are staying in this, right? That was not what we subscribed to before independence. We subscribed to 3 Nigeria. So we are asking you to go back. If they refuse, we kill them. Because nothing will happen. All of this international community that the Igbo are always saying that they are going to call, it's a lie. It's a lie. In war, people die. It's a war. People must die in war. You don't go to war and speak to yourself. You kill yourself with guns. We have a problem as Yoruba people. We are the majority in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria where minority is ruling over majority. We must end that. We are the economic backbone. They are taking our taxes. They are taking our wealth and resources to other regions of Nigeria. So our children are jobless. Our boys are involved in Yahoo. Our girls are involved in prostitution. We want to stop that. The only way we can stop that is through killing Igbo and Fulani. Because for 53 years, we have simply said, go back to regional government. Let us go back to regional. They refuse. So we have to kill them. So when we start killing them, they won't fold their hands. So it's going to be war. We will kill ourselves. After the war, people will have died. Then we'll go our separate way. That is what is going to happen. At a particular point in time, the French were killing the English. At a particular point in time, in UK, the Scottish were killing the English. They were fighting. Both of them were fighting. At a particular point in time, the Irish and the English were killing themselves. It was after they killed themselves that everybody settled for what the political system they are using. If we do not kill Igbo and Fulani, this unity system will continue. It will continue. But I want to assure Yoruba one thing. It will be so stupid if Yoruba will have to die for regional government. Fucking ridiculous. If a gun is fired, it is for Oduduwa Republic. If we are killing Igbo, it is for Oduduwa Republic. Because for 53 years, we have won them. Let us go back to what we agreed before independence. Nobody subscribed to this unity system. They said no, no. They will continue to dominate us. They will continue to suppress us. Now, we must kill them. We must kill them. Don't forget, Buhari is in London. He will be speaking with his self-serving career politicians here in London for 10 days. That is what he's not really doing medical. He will be doing his medical. At the same time, they are going to be strategizing how they are going to suppress you. English people, they are the one controlling your crude oil in Yorubaland. We have crude oil in Yorubaland. It is English that are controlling it. We Yoruba, we are not the one controlling the English crude oil. English are the one who are managing our port. They have port in England. We Yoruba, we are not the one managing their port. English are controlling our shipping sector in Yorubaland. They have shipping sector here in England. We cannot even work there. English are in charge of our foreign exchange market. They have foreign exchange market here in London. We Yoruba are not controlling it. English are in charge of our financial and capital market in Yorubaland. They have their own financial and capital market. We are not controlling it. English are benefiting more from Yorubaland than we are benefiting from their own country. And we must end English domination of Yorubaland because they are dominating us through the Fulani. It is the face of Fulani that you see because Fulani are in power. But every subjugation of Yoruba is being backed up by the English. So what do? All the English business in Yorubaland, we undermine it straight. That is it. Don't be afraid. People die. English are afraid to die. Have you ever seen any English soldier that will tell you, yeah, I'm ready to die? Let's go there. It's a lie. In war, people die. Everyone is afraid to die. So don't think that the English, they have supernatural power. They will just come into Yoruba and be killing everybody and we won't be able to kill you. We will kill them. Their soldiers are always very scared. When they are doing street protests, riot, ordinary riot, their police are shaking. Ordinary riot with black people in London, they will be shaking. So don't let them bullshit you. English has no power anymore. They used to be. They used to have the power. Without NATO, English cannot fire one gunshot. They can't fight Russia. They can't fight the Chinese. So how much more Yoruba? In the 18th centuries, they struggled to defeat the Igbo people. Almost 1 year, it took them 1 year to defeat the Igbo people. How much more now? So while Buhari is planning with the English to suppress and subjugate us, people like Oni of Ife should be reaching out to America, be reaching out to other countries, to be particularly State of Israel. We should be reaching out to them. Pastor Adeboye is saying that he's a Christian, he's redeemed. He's talking about Jesus. He should be talking to his friends in Israel. Oyedepo should be talking to his friends in Israel, but they don't want to do something to defend their whole nation, Yoruba nation. And then we have to warn the office of Oni of Ife. It's Oni of Ife, it's not Oni of Nigeria. They should stop talking about Nigeria. Also, it's applicable to the office of Are Ona Kakanfo. They should stop making statements about Nigeria. Because the office of Are Ona Kakanfo is Are Ona Kakanfo of Yorubaland, not Are Ona Kakanfo of Nigeria. They should be making sweeping statements about Yorubaland. That is the office they are holding. We cannot have taxes collected in Yorubaland and our best brain are living miserable life abroad. I'm living miserable life in England, a place that the fucking police are discriminating against me every now and then. You remember the last one that I was like, that horrible Igbo were reporting me to the police. Police were threatening me after that if you don't come on Friday, it was on Thursday. They said to me, if I don't come on Friday, they will come and arrest me at home. Foolish people. It is because of my ethnicity and skin color. I know I live in their country. There are English in Lagos too, and Ibadan. That is the same treatment we are going to give to them. So it is tit for tat that we must do. So our leaders must speak about Yorubaland. They must, if they are making political statement, it has to be to protect Yorubaland. That is what white Americans are doing. That is what the English are doing. The Buhari that the English have invited to come for 10 days now, it is because the English want to control our wealth in Yorubaland. That is why they are doing that. Self-interest. So what is the self-interest of our political leaders? What is the self-interest of our traditional leaders? If they cannot support the interests of Yoruba, they will have to leave the office. It's as simple as that. They cannot be speaking on behalf of Nigeria. Sultan of Sokoto is not speaking for Nigeria. Emir of Kano is not speaking for Nigeria. They are always doing their things for Hausa Fulani. And these are foreigners who have taken over Hausa land. So that is this guy. Igbo are a problem. We must chase them out of Yorubaland. I'll see, I'm going to take some of you. What is the research that you're talking about, rough and rugged? What are you talking about? Okay, you're asking me how do we get Tinubu to be president? You tell the horrible liberals in Yorubaland to stop discrediting him. Yeah, that is very correct, madam. The Fulani are always speaking for the interests of the Fulani. They are always speaking for the interests of the Fulani. And the majority, the real reason why our leaders are always getting away with all nonsense they do is that we don't kill them. We don't kill them. We just don't go out and just kill them if they make ridiculous assertion. So they get emboldened every now and then, and we get subjugated. Yeah, BBC is a propaganda outlet. And then moreover, I will say to you, BBC News is a propaganda outlet. They are going to use it to mess up your state of mind. Do you see Yoruba when we practice regional government? Do you see Yoruba struggling to go to England? If you ever go to England to study, you will come back to Yorubaland. How many Yoruba were struggling to go to England when we practice regional government? We don't do that because we have enough in our own space. So what is this man saying? Okay. Okay, I got a message somebody wants me to play for you, but I have not heard it. I don't know.
Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Nǹkan tó fà á tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó fi ń bàjẹ́ ni pé ọba ti pọ̀ jù nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo àwọn tí ò yẹ kí wọ́n jẹ ọba, gbogbo wọn náà pera wọn lọ́ba. Ọba ti pọ̀ jù. Once tí ọ̀gá bá ti pọ̀ jù nínú mọ́tò yẹn máa dànù ni. Ṣèbí àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní àwọn náà ní ọba náà. Ọba mélòó ló ń gbọ́ orúkọ ẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Haúsá àti Fúlàní? Ọba méjì péré ló máa gbọ́. Ẹ̀dà Emir of Kano àti Sultan of Sokoto. Àwọn méjì tó máa gbọ́ nìyẹn. Wọ́n lè lọ́wọ́ ọba omi kékèké tó jẹ́ àwọn ọba baálẹ̀ àdúgbò àbí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Bọ̀ tó ò ní gbọ́ wọn. So ó jẹ́ kí àwọn ọba Fúlàní àti Haúsá jẹ́ kí ọba wọn kí ó strong. Wọ́n dẹ̀ unite. Nǹkan tó bá ti lè ṣe meeting pé nǹkan báyìí náà wọ́n fẹ́. tó máa ti sọ fún ọmọ ìlú wọn àwọn méjì yẹn nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ Haúsá àti Fúlàní tó máa tẹ̀lé nìyẹn. But ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti pọ̀ jù débi pé tí eléyìí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ilé à ní kò sí ọba ọ̀kan tó lè pàṣẹ fún òun, ọba lòun náà. Tí ọba ilé náà bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ á ní ọba lòun náà. So ìgbà tí ọba bá ti pọ̀ jù kò sí anybody tí Yorùbá máa respect. So Yorùbá fúnra wọn gangan á respect àwọn ọba wa. Láyé àtijọ́ láti respect àwọn ọba wa nígbà tí wọ́n pọ̀ jù. But láyé táwa ilé ìsìn baálẹ̀ àdúgbò gan á sọ pé ọba lòun. So ọba ti wá pọ̀ jù débi pé gbogbo wọn kẹ̀ ni wọ́n claim superiority. So bó ṣe wà yẹn nǹkan tó lè fà á tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó lè fi dá ni pé àwọn ọba tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn àwọn ọba yẹn wọ́n ti pọ̀ jù, nǹkan tó fà á nìyẹn. Gbogbo àwọn tàdé sọ pé wọ́n jọba kò sí ọba kankan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń ṣe orí kankan fún àwọn Yorùbá. Ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó lè dá ṣe omi fún àwọn ará àdúgbò, ọba tó lè dá ṣe títì, ọba tí ò lè dá ṣe kò lè dá kọ́ school fún àwọn ará community ẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pera wọn lọ́ba. The only thing tí most of them wọ́n tán mọ̀ ni pé ọba ìyàwó níyàwó àbí kọ́tàlẹ̀ onílẹ̀ kan tán mọ̀ nìyẹn. So ó ṣàmà ní nǹkan tó bá ń ṣe fún aráàlú, ọba tó ní control lórí local government chairman, ọba tó yẹ pé local government chairman gan máa pàṣẹ lé lórí ni pé nǹkan báyìí lòún fẹ́. Ọba tó ní control lórí local government chairman ṣé ìyẹn ọba ni. So ọba ti pọ̀ jù lẹ̀ Yorùbá. So àwọn ọba yẹn kẹ̀ gbogbo wọn lọ́tún á ń jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀, gbogbo wọn pátápátá ló ń jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. So ọ̀tẹ̀ ti wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló yẹ kó máa pè ní ọ̀tẹ̀lábí, kò jẹ́ ká jẹ́ Yorùbá rárá. Ọ̀tẹ̀lábí ló yẹ kí orúkọ tó yẹ kí wọ́n fún wa. So Haúsá àti Fúlàní wọ́n ti rí wa pé ọlọ́tẹ̀ ni wá, à ń dìtẹ̀ mọ́ra wa ni. So because of it ni wọ́n ṣe ń wọlé sí wa lára àtàwọn Ìgbò. So à ń gbọ́rọ̀ sí ara wa lẹ́nu. Gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ ọba wa wọ́n ń gbọ́rọ̀ sí ara wọn lẹ́nu. Wọ́n lè pé mítìnì ọba lẹ́sìn pé kí wọ́n wá fún mítìnì, àwọn kan ò ní wá, àwọn kan á wá, àwọn kan á ní lábájá ò lè control mi, tàbí ò lè control mi. Pàtó ọba bá ti ń lọ bí more than 1,000 ọba ta ni Yorùbá fẹ́ tẹ̀lé, ọba ni Yorùbá fẹ́ gbọ́ títí ẹ̀. Ilé à ní ọba lòun òun ò lè listen sí anybody. Ilé náà sọ pé ọba lòun òun ò lè listen sí anybody, ọba ọkàn ò lè control òun, ọmọ adé lòun olórí. Ọmọ adé báwo ni? Ọba tó yẹ kó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó pọ̀ jù 8 ni. Wọ́n pọ̀ jù àìró ẹ̀, kọ́ńtà á pọ̀ jù àìró ẹ̀ bí ọba 10 gbọ́dọ̀ jù yẹn lọ. Àwọn 10 yẹn kẹ́ wọ́n máa ṣe meeting all the time tó yẹ pé nǹkan outcome meeting wọn tó bá ti sọ fún àwọn aráàlú báyìí, nǹkan tí gbogbo aráàlú máa tẹ̀lé nìyẹn. Gbogbo ọdẹ máa tẹ̀lé ra wọn. Kò ń ṣe pé ọba ilé ìpàṣẹ pé nǹkan báyìí làwọn fẹ́ kí ọba tọ̀hún sọ pé no àwọn ò fẹ́ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So ọba ti pọ̀ jù, so ló affect Yorùbá. So àwọn political leader náà àwọn náà tó wá ń jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ látòrí ọba wa ni. Ó dàbí pé omi tó fi ṣe ẹ̀dá Yorùbá nìyẹn, pé ká máa bínú ara wa, ká máa jẹra wa lẹ́sẹ̀. That is omi tó fi dálẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Torí ẹ̀mí sọ pé Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan máa pè ní ọ̀tẹ̀lábí. Gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ political leader gbogbo wọn ló ń jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ torí owó, torí ṣéǹjì tí wọ́n rí lára government. So gbogbo wọn put Yorùbá in their mind. So everybody àtọ́ba o àtàwọn political leaders o gbogbo wọn àpò ara wọn ni wọ́n ń jàdù. So tàbádẹ́ ń bí ìbàjẹ́ ń behave lọ, a máa di ẹrú Fúlàní forever ni. So mi ò mọ bí Yorùbá máa ṣe ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ́ pé foreigner ló ń control gbogbo nǹkan yẹn. Àwọn báyìí ò dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, ọ̀n sọ̀rọ̀ àfi kó máa bára wọn jà, àfi kó máa dìtẹ̀ ara wọn. Àwọn tó jẹ́ political leader wa náà àwọn náà the same thing náà ni wọ́n. So Yorùbá kó máa jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ òun ni Yorùbá mọ̀. Látòrí àwọn bàbá wa nígbà yẹn ni even gan ti dórí Awólọ́wọ̀ gbogbo ọlọ́jọ́ àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ Akíntọ́lá gbogbo ọlọ́jọ́ jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. Abíọ́lá náà kó tó di pé bẹ́ẹ̀ kú ó jẹ Awólọ́wọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ báyìí ní 1979 election. Ó dúró gbágbá pé Awólọ́wọ̀ ní débẹ̀ báyìí ni. So at the end of the day náà òun náà dẹ̀ tried láti di president Nàìjíríà tí ẹ̀sán kélé léwu náà lórí. So Yorùbá à ń jẹra wa lẹ́sẹ̀ ni. So àwọn ó dìgbà tí ọba Yorùbá tí ọba wá tó yẹ pé bó ṣe wà yẹn tó bá unite ọba ti pọ̀ jù mi ò mọ bí ọba máa ṣe pọ̀ bí ọba máa ṣe mú lé ní more than 1,000 lẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣé ẹnu wọn máa kò ní ẹnu wọn ní kò láyé tó bá yẹ pé ọba 5 àbí ọba 6 ni àbí ọba 10 bó dẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn ẹnu wọn máa kò ọ̀tọ̀ bá pọ̀ ti pọ̀ jù ọba mélòó wà ní northern Nigeria ọba mélòó wà ń bẹ̀ ọba Sokoto àti ọba Kano yẹn kó tó bá ti sọ lábẹ́gẹ́ gbogbo àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo àwọn ọba àdúgbò gan á ní ọba lòun ọba tó dẹ̀ ṣe pé bí a di pé wọ́n ń ṣe nǹkan fún aráàlú kò sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún aráàlú ju pé bí wọ́n kàn sọ pé ọba làwọn ni ọba tí ò lè jẹ tó lè dá ṣe títì fún aráàlú tó lè dá ṣe náà tó lè dá kọ́ skul fún aráàlú tó lè dá ṣe omi tó lè dá ṣe anything fún aráàlú ó ṣe máa ní nǹkan tó àwọn ọba náà tó ń pọ́n wọn ṣe mi ò á lè sọ bí àwọn díẹ̀ ní wọ́n lè máa help àwọn aráàlú but majority wọ́n ṣe wáyé wọ́n kò wá ń bẹ̀ bí figurehead lásán ni so nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn àwọn olórí wa láti òkè báyìí ní gbogbo kìnìyàn ti wọ́ wá láti àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kọ́ má lè sọ̀rọ̀ rárá wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba wa wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ so tí Yorùbá bá ṣọ́ra Yorùbá máa di ẹrú Fúlàní forever ni so gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ new generation gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ youth wa kí everybody come wake up Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ gbára wọn sílẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Haúsá Fúlàní àti Igbo.
The issue ọba nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ti ń grow débi pé Yorùbá lè end up ká treat àwọn ọba wa bí France ṣe treat àwọn ọba wọn because èèyàn lè expect ọba kó máa undermine greatness civilization Yorùbá kí ọba máa make a ridiculous statement ridiculous assertion kó máa make it bí mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwọn ọba Yorùbá àti politician lẹ̀ Yorùbá mo ti sọ fún yín pé nǹkan mẹ́ta ni gbogbo politician àgbáyé ló ń fẹ́ àti President Trump sọ pé salary òun fún àwọn veteran òun fún àwọn officers l'Amẹ́ríkà why ti President Trump ṣe fi wà desperate náà láti jẹ president ẹni tó bá jẹ president ó máa ní agbára ó máa ní power yẹn ó wà very important a ní power yẹn láti provide services a dẹ̀ make owó sápò ààrẹ President Trump ó make owó so gbogbo àwọn tá ń pera àwọn politician lẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo wa la fẹ́ make owó mẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ nìkan kan tàn yín à ń fẹ́ nǹkan mẹ́ta power láti provide services for the people and láti provide services a dẹ̀ fẹ́ make owó sápò ara wa kí ni ọgbọ́n tí àwọn Yorùbá ọba òní àti Yorùbá politician in APC and PDP ẹni Apapa Wharf ẹni Tinker Port ẹni Lagos International Airport ẹni Lagos Stock Exchange ẹni generate revenue tó pọ̀ ẹni gbowó nínú custom yín ẹni owó kílẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá politician ṣé owó yẹn ò tó yín náà ni ṣé owó ni gbogbo wọn wá kílẹ̀ tí wọn lè pa ọwọ́ pọ̀ kí wọ́n take Yorùbá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà kán dẹ̀ pín owó ìmọ̀ ara wọn lọ́wọ́ tó bá wo Amẹ́ríkà dáadáa Republicans àti Democrats wọ́n máa rotate power ni the same thing pẹ̀lú Labour àti Conservative ní England wọ́n máa rotate power ni so gbogbo àwọn olórí burúkú politician àtàkàn ní táyé wọn ò ní dá ẹ ṣèbówó náà lé Apapa Wharf tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ tó pé tí àwọn politician bá sọ pé òkè o 10% nǹkan tí Apapa Wharf bá ń generate gbogbo àwọn politician máa tún mọ́ra lọ́wọ́ ni ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí máa dá gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá kò sí Yorùbá wo ló lápọn nǹkan 5 péré ni gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá people fẹ́ free healthcare free education affordable housing job security and security of life and property tí gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá bá ní nǹkan mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta márùn yẹn wọn ti ẹ̀ ní wo ẹni tó ń rúlu wọn yet àwọn politician tó bá yá pórí wọn pé PDP Yorùbá àti APC wọ́n á meet wọ́n á agree láti form coalition government ṣe bí kán make owó ni so kí ló yẹ tán fẹ́ máa depend lórí Igbo kí ló yẹ tán fẹ́ máa depend lórí Hausa Igbo ò ní nǹkan kan Hausa ò ní nǹkan kan tí orí àwọn Yorùbá politicians wa bá pé wọ́n á máa gbá àwọn èèyàn ni tí Tinubu bá ṣe for 10 years táwọn èèyàn bá ti pariwo pé ó ti pẹ́ jù wọ́n tún gbé fún PDP àwọn èèyàn tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa pariwo after bí 8 years àwọn ò fẹ́ Tinubu party àtún wọlé ṣé kìí ṣe pé àwọn politician yẹn pín owó yẹn mọ́ ara wọn lọ́wọ́ ni but owó tó ń pín yẹn kìí ṣe pé wọ́n ń kó gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ wọ́n máa ṣe nǹkan fáwọn aráàlú. Tí Yorùbá APC àti Yorùbá PDP tó rí àwọn olórí burúkú ìbá pé dáadáa, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé owó tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó tó àwọn méjèèjì pín. That is the problem. Nǹkan tí àwọn ọba wa gan ò ní information yẹn. Ká má wulẹ̀ blame àwọn ọba yẹn púpọ̀. Majority àwọn ọba wa ni illiterate. Ọba tá ṣe sọ yẹn ó ti pọ̀ jù. Ọmọ ọba náà lèmi náà. Ọba ti pọ̀ jù. Ọba tó máa wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò gbúdọ̀ ju 35 lọ. Àwọn yòókù kan di baálẹ̀. Ká lọ bá ń bí. Gbogbo wọn ò dẹ̀ kí ń gbọ́rọ̀ síra wọn lẹ́nu. Ìjà ní ràì. Owó tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó tó gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn kán máa gbàṣàkọ́lẹ̀ ó tó wọn. But Fúlàní ń jí gbogbo owó Yorùbá, àwọn ọba yẹn á máa lọ tò bí ẹrú, wọ́n máa gba bíntín lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní tó ń fowó àbúṣàbú lálejò. Torí àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bá pé ni gbogbo owó tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó máa benefit wọn, á dẹ̀ to benefit àwọn politician yẹn. But illiterate pọ̀. Torí àwọn politician àwọn ni illiterate pọ̀ sí síbẹ̀. Illiterate. Àwọn tí ò bá ní information wọ́n máa misbehave ni. So kì í ṣe pé ká really blame gbogbo wọn yẹn náà. Torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lórí coalition government some few months back. Tí Yorùbá PDP olórí burúkú làwọn yẹn náà wà ní láti pretend. Olófò ni àwọn Yorùbá PDP yẹn. Owó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó yẹ pé wọ́n lè benefit, but wọ́n máa ṣe fún Igbo àti Fúlàní ni. Torí wọ́n bá pé tí Yorùbá bá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà, àwọn àti APC àjọ máa pín owó yẹn ni. Ẹ má yẹ kí anybody tán yín. Anybody tó jẹ́ politician ó ń wá agbára yẹn ó fẹ́ fi provide iṣẹ́. Kì í ṣe gbogbo àwọn politician ló fẹ́ fi provide services. Àwọn míì fẹ́ bá kówó jẹ ni. Tẹ̀wọ́n kílẹ̀ lówó. Okay, tó bá appoint politician ẹ fún ní ó ti ní agbára. Kó dẹ̀ sọ pé kò sí ilé ládùúgbò. Wọ́n dẹ̀ award contract pé kán bí with maybe 1,000 housing estate. Ó dẹ̀ lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kan tó ń ṣe construction. Á dẹ̀ gbé fún pé okay, gba contract yìí o, build standard 1,000 housing estate. Kò fún mi 10%. Á dẹ̀ gba 10% dẹ̀ sápò. But ẹni tó kọ́ ilé yẹn ó dẹ̀ máa kọ́ standard house. Ṣèbó ṣàtìrí bíntín. But wọn kì í ronú bẹ́ẹ̀. PDP Yorùbá wọn á rádà lọ bá Fúlàní ṣe. Wọ́n rádà lọ bá Igbo ṣe tó ń jí owó Yorùbá. Wọ́n wá fún wọn nú ẹ̀. But ní táwọn bá lọ́pọlọ, owó Yorùbá tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó tó gbogbo àwọn politician yẹn ná. Ó tó wọn ná. But wọ́n láti provide service. So bí tí wọ́n ti ń ronú nìyẹn. Nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn tó rí ń bẹ̀ ni pé àwọn tó ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún Yorùbá kì í pa wọ́n. Wo former Prime Minister Rabin di Israel tó lọ gbé settlement kúrò níbi táwọn Israel fẹ́. Àwọn Israel lọ padà nù. Ọmọ Israel ni àwọn Israel náà ló pa bọ̀bọ̀ yìí náà. Area Sharon wọ́n ṣe wọ́n fún ní oògùn náà ba brain ẹ̀ jẹ́. Wọ́n fún lóògùn kan nígbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí go against state of Israel. Wọ́n fún lóògùn kan sínú omi. Oògùn yẹn kàn jẹ ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ni ó jẹ́ pani. Àwọn yẹn ló ń para wọn. So Yorùbá tó máa ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún wa kì í pa wọ́n. A máa ń tún raise wọn up ni. A máa ń jẹ́ kán lẹ́nu ń bẹ̀. Tí Yorùbá ti pa Ọbásanjọ́ tipẹ́tipẹ́, àwọn PDP yẹn, àwọn Liberal yẹn wọ́n máa bẹ̀rù láti sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. But ọba wa sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ kò sí nǹkan kan tá a máa ṣe fún. Look, kò sí nǹkan tá a ṣe fún ọba Ìwó nígbà tó pera ẹ̀ ní Emir. Títẹ́ ká lọ dàbọn bo lẹ́nu gate, ká dàbọn bo mọ́tò ẹ̀. Ìsọkúsọ tó sọ yẹn nígbà tí kò sí nǹkan kan tá a ṣe fún. Ọ̀ní of Ifẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ lórí Ajé. When people are doing nonsense and we do not respond, wọ́n bà civilization wa jẹ́. Kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn máa ń ṣe. Òyìnbó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà torí ẹ̀ nílùú wọn ṣe great. Òyìnbó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà. Tó bá jẹ́ white, tó jẹ́ politician, tó wá ń go against the collective interest white, wọ́n máa pa ẹ́. O ò ní survive, wọ́n máa pa ẹ́ ni. Torí ẹ̀ náà àwọn Jew máa ń ṣe the same thing. Tó bá jẹ́ leader àwọn tó ń go against the interest wọn, wọ́n máa pa ẹ́ ni. They will find a way to kill you. Ọba Ìwó sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ, ó lóun jẹ́ Emir. Ẹ tún wo nǹkan tó ní of Ifẹ̀ náà tún sọ. That exalted office. Ó dẹ̀ ridicule Yorùbá. Ó ń sọ pé àwọn Igbo ló gbé Ajé wá. Igbo tí ò ní civilization kankan. Because kò sí nǹkan tá a ṣe fọ́ba Ìwó. Torí ẹ̀ lọ Ọ̀ní ṣe sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. We did nothing. Oh, lè try lọ wo history English. àwọn leaders wọn tó ti pa tó bá ti gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún English o ò lè survive wọ́n máa pa ẹni kò sí o lè jẹ́ wọ́n máa pa ẹni but anybody tó bá jẹ́ Yorùbá tó ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fúnran Yorùbá ó máa ń live long torí ẹ̀ làwọn tó fẹ́ gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fúnran Yorùbá ṣe máa ń bold pé kò sí nǹkan tó wọn lè ṣe wo bá election lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wo nǹkan tí Bọ̀dé George ń sọ pé àwọn Ìgbò ló kọ́ Èkó wo nǹkan tí Adélẹ́yẹ former minister fún works Adéṣeyẹ Ògúnlẹ́wẹ̀ wo ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú tó ń jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀ Yorùbá ò lọ dàgbọ́n bò nínú ilé tó bá escape ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ̀sọ́kùsọ mọ́ when you don't kill people who want to undermine the greatness of the Yoruba our civilization will never survive kò lè survive àwọn Ìgbò tó pa Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò wo bọ́n ṣe wà everywhere nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn tó pa leader yín Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò leader Yorùbá wọ́n pa Ìgbò pa 1966 wo bí Ìgbò ṣe wà everywhere nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n tún ní confidence wọ́n tún ń bú wa Fúlàní pa Abíọ́lá wo bí Fúlàní ṣe ń control ọlọ́pàá wa wo bí Fúlàní so nǹkan tí jẹ́ èmi as a young man nǹkan tí mo wò ni pé anybody tó bá ti ṣe bí fún Yorùbá ni Yorùbá máa ń bẹ̀rù anybody tó bá ti ṣe bí fún Yorùbá so we have to change that orientation ó lè jẹ́ Yorùbá kó máa sọ̀sọ́kúsọ pa Yorùbá náà kó máa gbé Yorùbá yílẹ̀ ó jẹ́ kí Yorùbá use ó jẹ́ kí learn from white America ní tí orí tí white America ò bá kí ń pa àwọn leader wọn tó máa ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún wọn ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ rí visa gbà lé ní America ti dẹdún arìnlẹ̀ tí Yorùbá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa àwọn leaders wa tó ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn yorí kí àwọn leaders wa tó sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n á yẹ̀wò wo Democrat wọ́n á lo dúdú fi win election tán bá wọlé tán wá báyé dúdú jẹ́ bó ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn náà wọ́n á protect interest funfun dúdú náà ń lò fi win election year in year out wọ́n máa lo dúdú wọ́n á win election tán wọ́n ní serve interest dúdú á dẹ̀ tún dìbò fún wọn mi mọ̀ béèyàn ṣe ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so problem kan tẹ́mi identify nípa Yorùbá ni pé àwọn tó bá ń ṣe bí fún Yorùbá ó jẹ́ ká máa pa wọn ni ẹni tí ò bá ti protect interest Yorùbá ó jẹ́ ká pa ni Ọbásanjọ́ ó tẹ̀ ń ṣe káàkiri ó tún jó kiri ó ti jẹ́ máa dẹ̀ destroy ayé Yorùbá ó dẹ̀ bà ìran Yorùbá jẹ́ ó dẹ̀ ń live tó bá yẹ pé funfun ni l'Amẹ́ríkà á ti kú tipẹ́ tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ Israel ni wọ́n á ti pa tipẹ́ wọ́n àwọn English kọ́lọ́ka history English wọ́n máa pa anybody tó bá jẹ́ English tó bá gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún wọn ni torí tó ò bá pa wọ́n ṣọ́ra àwọn tó ń bí lẹ́yìn wọn tó máa ń kà pé eléyìí sọ báyìí ó ṣe gbé tọ̀hún sọ báyìí ó ṣe gbé wọ́n bá yé Yorùbá jẹ́ wọ́n bá yé Yorùbá jẹ́ o. wọ́n bá yé Yorùbá jẹ́ but wo nǹkan tá a ṣe fún Dèjì of Àkúrẹ́ tó nà ìyàwó ẹ̀ lásán wọ́n yọ náà so ó jẹ́ kí yẹn serve as deterrent tó ọba tó ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ bọ̀bọ̀ ìwé yẹn tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ti lọ pa ni ọba ìwé yẹn náà lọ pa mọ́lé Yorùbá ọba ò ní sọ ìranù tó ń sọ mọ́ èèyàn kan dédé dé adé so ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ń pa Yorùbá àjọ Yorùbá citizen adé undermine greatness yín adé live successfully nǹkan kan dẹ̀ ní ṣe we have to stop that wo bá àwọn Libra ṣe àwọn Libra PDP wo wọ́n ṣe ń condemn Tinubu tó wọ́n ti fẹ́ pa and this is the guy tó ti ń ṣe fún Yorùbá ẹni tó bá ń ṣe dáadáa fún Yorùbá á dẹ̀ fẹ́ pa ẹni tó bá ń ṣe burúkú fún Yorùbá á dẹ̀ embrace ẹ̀ our generation wa ló máa stop ẹ̀ bíkọ́ pípa la máa fi pa wọ́n tó bá ń pa ẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn it's not pé America náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa àwọn leaders wọn tó bá gbà wọ̀dẹ̀ fún wọn wọ́n endure wọn gbà tó súnmọ́ generation kan dé ó dẹ̀ kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa wọ́n dànù ni our generation la máa pa so many people ọba ti pọ̀ jù lóòótọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n dẹ̀ wà irresponsible wọ́n gbà ìyàwó èèyàn náà ni wọ́n ń ṣòṣì kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń ṣe for collective good Yorùbá wọ́n ń sáàbù Fúlàní gbogbo wọn wà expose majority of them wọn mọ̀ pé gbogbo owó tí Fúlàní tán fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ti ń rí so now that we are showing them hopefully they change I can release anything. I'll see you later. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.